If I told you could buy this Lamborghini for 0% interest plus pay it off over the course of several years, would you buy it? Of course you would. But I'm going to explain to you why you should never use the buy now, pay later feature, even if it's a great deal. And by the way, my name's Nick. I post one video a day to make you smarter with your money. So make sure you subscribe, hit that thumbs up button if I teach you anything by the end of this video. And to make it easy, I'm going to break down this video into 3 simple categories. 1, why you should never use the buy now pay later feature. 2, why this market is currently unregulated right now. And 3, why we're going to see some major changes in the near future and what you should use instead to best prepare. Let's jump in. Buy now, I'm sure you've all probably seen all of these buy now and pay later services, whether it's Affirm, Afterpay, or even PayPal's offering it, especially with Christmas around the corner. I don't care if it's the best deal you've ever seen, you should not use it. And it's the same reason why you should be using a credit card or some sort of debit card in the first place, or something, for God's sake, that offers purchase protection. If you don't know what purchase protection is, let me explain. Let's say I get home and that toy is somehow defective. The cotton's falling out of it, it's no good, I feel bad giving it to my little dog Charles Cooper because he's going to be very upset with me. And I go back to the store and unfortunately they say, Nick, you should have seen this when you left the store, we're not going to take responsibility, and plus it's Christmas time, there's a long line, go back home, I have other customers to deal with. Well, guess what? Now you're out of luck. But with purchase protection, if you would have bought that item on some sort of credit card, like an American Express or a Chase credit card, they allow you to stand behind the product or stand behind the ability to dispute that item or charge, meaning it's not what you paid for. If you bought the dog toy new and it comes technically used, then you have the right to return it or give it back and get your money back. Which brings us to the next point. When you buy now, pay later, you technically waive that right to dispute it, and it's not for every bank, it's not for every service that buy now and pay later, however, it's for most of them. So my recommendation to you is make sure you read the fine print. Make sure you know exactly what you're signing up for, which is exactly why you need to hear about point number 2. Point number 2, as sexy as it sounds to buy something right now and not pay right now, or paid at a later date, meaning pay later, for equal or lesser installments, it sounds great. However, everything's not as good as it sounds. Let me explain. Buy now, pay later services like Affirm, Afterpay, and even PayPal mentioned in the beginning of this video, they offer super high fees. Let's say, for example, you miss a payment or you're just late because guess what? It happens. A normal credit card that you have a relationship with, or a normal debit card or bank loan, you may be able to get away with some sort of courtesy waiver because you have rapport or you have some sort of relationship with that company. However, with these buy now, pay later services, they typically are predatory. Let's be honest. They charge super high late fees, anywhere from $1 to $50. They really don't have any remorse, meaning they don't care that you missed the payment because you probably don't have any other loans with that company. And the third thing, and even worse, what most people don't realize in the fine print, the buy now, pay later services, they technically do a soft credit check. They run your credit without you knowing, and they're treated as an installment loan. So yes, it may sound like they're doing you a favor and letting you pay later, however, it's still a loan at the end of the day, and never forget that. And being that it's a loan, you're assuming many responsibilities, and you're waiving many rights that we're going to talk about in the third part of this video. By this part of the video, I really hope you're realizing that these services really aren't as sexy as they sound. So here's what you could do instead. 1. Use a credit card that gives you real dispute and purchase protection. American Express, Chase, Discover, all of the big names will offer you some sort of dispute or purchase protection. If you don't know what cards are good, I'm going to put a link to my list of the best credit cards of this year in the comments below. You feel free to check it out, it's completely free. And then on top of that, if you really have to use one of these services, just please make sure that you're reading the fine print, you read every little line on there, and even if you're not going to read every line, give them a call and just ask them. Ask them about the exact things that I mentioned in this video. I guarantee you'll be surprised. And again, make sure you're following to be smarter with your money. Thank you so much for watching.